Who's there? Survival Camera Tony. You are a camera.
Go, Fruity, intro it. Go on, Fruity.
Hi, I'm Crayator.
Welcome.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the yearly amazing, spectacular. What's our friend group? We have a group.
According to my notes, it's the Cool and Handsome, Funny, Smart Adventure Gang.
Cool, funny, handsome, smart adventure gang. I probably missed a word in there, but welcome in. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and round of applause. And we're doing Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. Thank you so much to Dungeons and Dragons and everyone for sponsoring us all the time.
Who do we have?
And we got Dave, the Dungeon Master.
Dave,
shout out to Dave. He's flying down again. He's a legend.
We got Dave to carry us through this.
Wow.
Thanks for having me back. Flights are incredibly expensive. It's good to be back.
One moment.
One moment.
What about
Can you hear me? Hello.
Hey,
We're back. Dave's mic's not working. We're in trouble.
Rate
We
my
need the
outfit
dungeon.
out of 10 right now.
We need the Dungeon Master because there's no way we're getting through this adventure without him because he keeps us alive. And I know he does it on purpose because he does. The amount of times I should have died in this adventure is ridiculous.
You hear me? The
Yeah.
mic's not facing
Hello.
Great.
Hello. Are we good? Hello. Yes.
Hey.
Thank you for having me back. We do this once a year. It's a Christmas game. So yeah, this is you're all level 4. This is Dragons of Stormwreck Isle, the new D&D starter set, and it's me. I'm just trying to think what did we get up to last time?
We were in a house flying around.
I had sex with a woman.
You went.
I did? No,
Sadly you did. You're thinking of a different time he had sex with an old lady. That's
different.
You managed to have sex with Scabatha Nightshade, one of the 3 immortal hags of Brismere. So congratulations. 400 years old,
400
hideous.
years old, let me tell you, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she treated you right.
Dungeon Master, she knew what she was doing, let me tell you.
Yeah, so you'll be playing Kaskin today.
No teeth.
Yeah, no teeth. Adult diapers.
All of it.
Power beyond imagining. And a love of barley sweets, we're going to say. You're playing Kaskin, is that right?
I'm Kaskin, hello.
I play Yark. It's Cray backwards.
Okay, I hate that Cray back.
He's short.
I get it. But,
Sure.
should we reintroduce our character?
I just said Yark.
Yeah, but more. What about your sheep?
I'm a warrior, I think.
Yep, you're a dwarf rogues.
Dwarven
So,
rogue.
no, you're wrong, but...
Oh.
You didn't write it down. You pass that to the Dungeon Master.
Oh, thank you.
sheep.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf.
Not sure.
So yeah, you're a dwarf rogue, you're good at sneaking, you're good at stealth, you're good at shooting people with your hand crossbow, you have boots of elven kind.
Pretty sure I missed like 3 times in a row last time we played. So.
Yeah. A magic dagger, you have a tendency to steal all the treasure.
Yeah.
Definitely have
I
more
will
of it.
continue to do that. So.
Kaskin, tell us about Kaskin.
I'm Kaskin. I'm a fighter. I have a spear, shield, amulet of drunkard, a javelin, a big great sword, and I speak Draconic, even though the Dungeon Master tried to hide that from me.
Yeah.
I speak lizard. I can speak to lizards and things.
I mean, anyone can speak to lizards. It doesn't mean that the lizards
But they understand. They speak back. I understand them. And yeah, I'm in this world. I'm extremely good looking, tall, handsome, bold, and just all around. Everybody loves me. Your turn.
Nice. Bold B-A or B-O?
Oh.
Is your character canonically balding?
No, he's not. He's got like a
I'll
long...
make a note of that. That's
No,
true.
Kaskin is like long hair. No, he's not balding.
He's got long hair, it's just not his.
Yeah.
He wears wigs.
Yeah.
No, it's a serious character.
Ruining the lore of my character.
My immersion.
I'm Jenny, and I'm like a witch type thing, right?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
forgot like my class then. Like.
You're a warlock. A warlock of the Great Old One, and you're a Kalasha, which is like
That's right. Gotcha.
kind of an old eldritch race, or a young woman with a very old soul inside.
Yeah, I'm old, but I look young.
Yeah.
So remember that, young and hot, and I have just a lot of cool powers, and I think I'm actually really like powerful now, honestly.
Yeah. All of you are level 4 now, which is starting to get some really serious spells and some good magic items. Lacey, what tell us?
And my character is Serenade. She's a bard, and I can apparently walk on water. Not too sure if I'm gonna be able to use
You just
it.
keep bringing that up, don't you?
Yeah, it's my special skill.
I can walk on water.
I can walk on water. Can you walk on water?
Well, we haven't seen it in action.
We haven't
so
seen you
prove
walk
it,
on water yet.
right?
You have a ring of water walking, which I think you're correct. You're an Asimar as well, which means eventually you will grow wings. I don't think you have
What?
I
one yet.
can fly.
A moth.
Yeah.
Well, just because you have wings doesn't mean you can fly.
Yeah, you're little vestigial ones at the moment, so
Oh.
you can't fly yet, but get high enough level and you might be able to.
They look like flaps.
I've got a ring that stops me from getting COVID, so you have that.
Oh, I wanted to make a vaccination joke just then, but I won't.
And yeah, so what we're playing today is Dragons of Stormwreck Isle, which is the new starter set adventure.
Tony, switch to the camera.
Oh, it's right in front of my
There it
face.
is.
This is the new starter set adventure from Wizards. It's got the adventure we're going to play today as part of one of four parts of the adventure we're going to play. And you normally you can start from level 1. You guys are level 4, so I've pumped up the difficulty a little bit.
Whoa.
So someone might die. We haven't had a death yet,
That
have
would
we?
be nice. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
Why is it gonna be me? God damn it! Don't let me. I hope so.
perma.
We'll see.
hope
Actually,
it's
that's
not me.
true. Freddie got really close in the first adventure.
What happens if you die?
You have to go home.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, you literally
Man,
leave the
I ain't
screen.
going.
I get to rip up your character sheet.
You don't get another life?
No. Well, if your friends like you, they might take you to a temple and
Yeah, take me to the
pay
temple when I
someone.
die.
It costs a lot of money to raise somebody from the dead. You need,
Oh, we ain't
So
gonna.
we're all screwed.
We don't have any
you need
money.
1,000 gold, a diamond worth 1,000 gold coins.
You just slip the dungeon master a 20.
Yeah, or you
I
buy
want
me a
an
pizza.
adventure to try to find that. That's what we should do.
But you'd be dead, so you wouldn't be coming.
Yeah,
I always just
well,
assume it
It'd
is
just be a
going to be
different
Paskin
stream.
that's going
It's gotta be me.
Anyone who's dead, you just imagine that they have to stand outside and play like a Switch, like play on their phone for an hour.
How much health do you have?
18, I think.
18.
Oh,
Damn.
I have 39. I'm pretty sure I'm the tank.
Yeah, I've got 34.
There's no tank. You all
Well,
are playing.
Yeah,
We're
you're
all
a tank.
comparatively.
You're always the one that
Terribly
sneaks off.
balanced
That ain't a
party.
tank.
I'm a tank, but I sit in the back.
We have DPS, we have DPS, we have DPS, we have DPS, we have support.
Thank you so much. Round of
Oh
applause
my
for Lisa.
God.
I've already forgotten her character's name.
Serenade.
I wrote it down.
Serenade.
She sings.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, you sing.
Start us off
Off
with a
pitch.
song.
Off pitch.
Vod.
Give us a song.
Very.
Ah, okay, stop.
All right, we ready to play?
We're ready. Oh,
Let's go.
I'm excited.
Okay, so
Heebie-jeebies.
in Faerun, in Toril, in the fantasy world of the Forgotten Realms, it is time for a holiday. The holiday of Candlemas is almost upon us. Now, the benefit of owning a magically teleporting base like Grimlock House is that the four of you can theoretically go anywhere if you get the incantations right. And you have decided to spend this Candlemas in the pleasure gardens of Calamshan, a luxurious resort destination where the wine flows like honey and every mortal vice can be satisfied.
Oh, I like that.
Now, it is a holiday that the cool, handsome, funny, smart adventure gang were all looking forward to. There are rare ancient spells for Janny to master, forbidden liqueurs for Yark to sample, new songs and ballads for Serenade, and a resort's worth of extremely wealthy, extremely divorced older women for Caspian.
Yes, bring on the old ladies.
All of you are a little put out when the house grinds to a stop, and instead of the perfumed night air of Calamshan, you smell salt and spray. And as you step out onto the rocky forecourt, you find yourself in front of an island monastery. It is cold, it is a bit wet, it can't be too far from home. For some reason, the house has brought you here instead, and until you can work out why, it's likely that you are here to stay. As you look out at the monastery, you see an older woman in a simple robe with a shock of white hair on her. On her arm is a baby silver dragon, while another young silver sits on the rocks nearby. She turns around, looks at the four of you as you approach. More newcomers. Welcome then, pilgrims, to Dragon's Rest. If she's fazed by the magical house that has appeared in her front door, she's not showing it.
I'm gonna go in front so Cray doesn't fuck her.
Hey!
Somebody
Somebody
has to.
pass me. Hey!
Where are we? This isn't where we were going. Wait, how does a dwarf? Yar, I should speak like a dwarf.
You've never. This is exciting. I don't think you've ever done a voice.
No, we've never done
Where are
this.
we? I'm a dwarf.
You're a pirate
You
dwarf.
don't need to say you're a dwarf. I can see you.
I'm a
You
pirate.
can see
I
that
guess.
you're a dwarf. You're 3 foot.
Tell us where we are.
This is Stormwreck Isle, and this is the monastery of Dragon's Rest, but surely you know that. You're the ones that have apparated on my doorstep.
Oh, I've got no control over that.
Really?
Yes, no, we just kind of go with the flow.
I yell over, it was the witch's fault, and then I stare at you like this.
And you are?
I'm Kaskin, my good lady, and I get down on one knee, and I've got my great sword in front of me like this.
Which is still taller than me.
And I'm still taller than Yark next to me, and I reach out my hand to like insinuate that I want her to put her hand like this, like in a romantic way.
Okay, you're putting yourself out there, and I love to see it. Make a charisma check.
Oh, okay. 1.
Oh my god!
It's a 1.
Really clearly hit.
Damn it! Yeah. And she can see the sweat pouring off my forehead.
Yeah, she leaves you hanging, and you know, she looks at you, she looks at your hand, she looks up, she looks at Janny, and she goes, "And he's with you?"
I stand up and I walk behind
Me-
her. And I just like, I'm just like this, I'm like, I look really upset.
Listen, we weren't supposed to be here, so what's happened? Like, why are we here?
Interesting. People usually come to Dragon's Rest for a purpose. There's whether or not they know it. And as she says that, you hear a shriek. And your little dragon wormling, up in the tower on the 3rd story of Grimlock House, comes out of the window and flutters down. And this is interesting because your dragon Cinder, which you found in your first adventure, is a very sort of house-shy dragon. It doesn't usually venture out of Grimlock House. But he flutters down and he lands not on your shoulder, but on her outstretched hand, as if he knows her. And then sort of nuzzles in on her shoulder. And she goes,
Dragon.
and she looks at Cinder and she goes, but perhaps I'm beginning to understand. Yes, you see, this is Stormwreck Isle is built on the bones of an ancient dragon, Shuruth, and young dragons usually come here to find their own way, to recharge and find their purpose. So, if this dragon is part of your house, it makes sense that you're here.
Can I slap her hand for
Oh my
touching
god.
her?
Oh, you can.
Yeah, of course you can.
You can do whatever you want.
That's an opposed dexterity check. Roll for me, what, D20? Let's see how we go. She
What's
rolls.
this one?
She rolls a 9.
A 3.
Oh my god.
You're all embarrassing yourselves in front of her.
Oh god, it's not looking good.
She looks at you. She goes, okay, I think I understand. And she sort of puts her hand down as a little bridge, and the dragon walks onto your shoulder, and she says, "You've all haven't been in polite company for a while, have you?" And sorry, what was your name? I didn't catch your name.
My name is Serenade. So, what?
These misfits, your friends?
Oh, she's the meanest of
A
us all.
single tear runs down my face.
Apparently, they are my friends.
Okay, well, look, if you are here because of this charming little creature, then perhaps it's best you stay. I welcome you to Dragon's Rest. You can partake of our monastery. I only ask, as I ask all pilgrims here, that if you stay with us, that you serve the monastery as well, so that we'll find a purpose for you. You can stay for a day, for a meal, for a year. We have people that come here for all sorts of reasons.
I'm not cleaning toilets.
Oh, okay, I'll just write, thank you.
I ain't doing that.
I'll write that down. So the three rest of you are okay to clean toilets, though?
He can do it.
No.
Oh, he can do it?
He can do it. He's got small little dwarf hands. He can fit down the bowl and
He does have small, tiny little hands, doesn't he?
tiny
No,
little
I have
hands.
big hands as a small body.
Oh.
Oh,
My hands are huge.
oh, bigger than my hands.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have just the task for the four of you.
A quest.
Yes, yeah, that's
Exciting.
right. Yeah, you know,
What's the reward, first of all?
well,
Oh.
this is a monastery, of course. Everyone that serves, even I serve the monastery.
Gold.
What?
Gold.
You want,
That's the reward.
You want to be paid.
Paid money by the monastery.
Look back, my hand's already out, lady. we can take gold up front.
And I put my hand on Yarn's shoulder. Gold.
We take vows of poverty here, so there's not.
How'd you build the monastery?
It's a very nice monastery.
How'd you build
Who's
this?
paid to do that?
Who painted all this? Who did all this?
Every time you're in a church and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't," it's like, "Oh really? You don't have money?" Yeah, that gold statue's made themselves. Huh? She's like, "Oh, we don't like to deal with money." I tell you, if you want something of value, though, I will need to ask for a proper service. My garden master, Tarek, needs help. If you go and help him, then perhaps I can find something worthy of four fine adventurers such as yourselves, despite what a hot mess this one is,
Hey.
and what a kind of rude, possessive lady this one is.
Whoa.
Well, now I don't want to.
And she she takes out from her hand and she pulls out what looks like a brilliant diamond that has been fashioned in the shape of a dragon egg. And she goes, yes, no, if the task is right, I suppose the reward should fit.
I like that. Where's Tarakat?
Just downstairs, he has a small cell near the stairs leading to the western beaches.
Let's go. I'll wink at her. And then I say, let's go, gang, and I start walking
This
past
will
her.
never happen, I need you to understand that.
I'm walking. And then I say, we'll see how that goes. I keep strutting.
Can I like give a little bit of gold to the lady just as a sorry token?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to donate to the temple?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. What do you want
I
to...
don't need that money. It's the last time you gave us money.
So sorry.
The person who tips people on a European holiday goes, I'm so sorry, they're Americans.
We're here to make money. Serenade?
Can I give like 2 gold?
Yeah, of course. 2 gold is good. That's a good
Yeah.
donation. And
Okay.
she looks at you and she smiles. And she says actually, and she mutters something in Celestial. And you suddenly feel like a great warmth flow through you. And you are blessed.
Oh.
So...
The fuck?
Get wrecked.
Can I get a
So
blessing?
the next hour, when you take saving throws, you can roll the 20-sided dice and add a d4 as well.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now the rest of you are already heading down to meet Tarek, the garden master. And as you head down the steps, you see what looks like a beautifully hand-carved bench. And sitting on that bench is a gruff-looking bearded man in a simple robe, nothing like the finery that Runara was wearing, with a whittling knife who's carving a whistle out of a piece of old driftwood. And he looks up at the 4 of you as you approach, and he goes, "Uh-oh, here comes bloody trouble. What's all this then?"
Well, you must be Tarek we're looking for.
I smack the whistle out of his hand.
Oh, well, that's-
Hey!
I go bang and I smack it out of his hand and I say, don't give me that attitude.
What attitude? Okay, that's incredibly rude. You're going to be broke by the end of this adventure. Make a dexterity check. Let's see if you get away with that.
13.
You're always saying you're not getting paid enough by NPCs, but you assault NPCs as soon as you met them. You got a 13?
Yeah, 13.
Oh, that's upsetting. All right, you slap the whistle out of his hand. It skitters to the ground in front of your feet, Yark. And
Can I pick it up? Can I pick the whistle up?
If you want to rob him,
I
sure.
try and sneakily pick it up. Without him noticing
without him
it.
noticing, make a
Yeah.
stealth check for me.
12.
Oh my god, that's a 1. All right. Yeah, congratulations.
I have a whistle.
You've stolen what?
You steal the whistle, bear, steal the diamond.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't have value for things. I don't know what things is expensive.
Wonderful priorities. Yeah. So congratulations, you can write a small wooden whistle in your inventory.
I will be doing that.
And he hasn't noticed because he's still looking at Craig, and he's like, "Sorry, if I've done something to offend."
I spit on the ground in front of him.
Okay. Well.
And I'm not saying anything, but I've just got a big maniacal smile on my face.
I guess. Well, look,
Quest.
I just.
You're trying to speed run the dialogue.
Yeah.
You're spamming the A button.
You're treating NPCs like NPCs. Oh. Quest, now. Click, you keep pointing at the exclamation mark above his head. And he's like, no, well, I mean, I thought we would maybe, stop, have a glass of mead, possibly talk about our troubles, maybe become lifelong friends. But yes, I do have a task that needs doing. If we're
Quest.
Yep, all right, well. Okay, look, and he's running through his script really fast in his head. He goes, yeah, no, there's problems up in the northwest of the island. We've, You know what? I'm sure you'll be fine. I don't need to tell you. Northwest, quest, boat, downstairs, go. Good luck. No hints. And he points at a boat that's just that's Tim. Like, northwest, look for a shipwreck. Are we done? That's about as fast as I can get through it.
What do I want to do to him?
I don't do anything more to
I
him.
scruff his hair.
No, I don't do that. I spent ages on that. And you're trying to get him angry, or intimidating him. So make an intimidation check.
7.
16.
Oh, do not threaten. Damn it.
He very carefully takes your hand and he lifts it up.
Oh.
And he's holding you by your wrist now. And he goes, I would hate to think that we have gotten off on the wrong foot. Now, I am a permissive sort because everybody that comes here has a reason. But can you just fuck off for 1 second? And as
You're like shitting yourself.
as he does that, you get the sense that actually he's quite powerful. And Yark, you have a very different perspective from the rest of them. And
That's supposed to be.
and he's got his arm up now and he's holding it. So you notice that as his robe has dropped, there is a tattoo around his arm, just below his elbow, of what looks like a hangman's noose that's been worked in golden ink. You recognize that as an Etruscan tattoo of a guild of thieves and assassins called the Guild of Gallows.
Oh,
I know what that is.
I'm messing with
I
the
won't
wrong
tell
one.
you though, because I already forgot.
And he goes, everybody comes here for a reason. Everybody's got something they're running from. But we don't need to be enemies. You understand?
Yeah.
You're like shaking.
You can feel the shivers going down, like, and you can see the nervousness in my face. I'm like, what's the question about? Like, and he tips.
You're going to tip him?
You should give him some money.
For the first time ever, I reach into my little purse down by myself, and I get out one single gold coin, and I just put it on his lap. I just go like this as he's still holding me, and I go, "Thank you for your time." To the monastery.
He looks at it, he bites it, and he puts it away in his pocket, and he goes, in the northwest of this island, there is a shipwreck called the Compass Rose. About 6 months ago, the Compass Rose crashed on the old Dragonbone reefs off the northwest of the island, and since that time, we've been in strife. Every month or so, ships trying to get into Waterdeep crash there, far more than there should be, and every time they do, the poor lost souls on those ships reanimate, walk up to the beach and cause no end of problems for me, for my mushroom farms, and the communities here. I'm a garden master. Are you laughing? Are you fucking laughing? It's important. I make the booze.
I say, I apologise for laughing.
No, I thought about a different joke.
I was thinking of something else years ago. Sorry, continue about your mushroom farm.
If you can find out why ships keep crashing there, and if you can find a way to stop those undead from attacking the beach, then yeah, I think Runara will reward you. We can forget all of this. And the four of us may in time even be friends.
Is she single?
Yeah, well, obviously since the death... Yeah, no one's...
The death of her husband?
Yeah, she would loved him.
Taking L's left, right, and centre. Old and a dead husband.
Yeah.
Jesus. And I'm saying all this and I'm laughing
Yeah, well,
in front of him.
I mean, I don't think you're her type. She kind of likes sort of strong alpha types, like, you know, kind of strong...
So not you.
Silent. No, he sort of sweats. It's like, I didn't say that.
You're in love with her.
I don't even think
You love her, bro. You love her. It's alright.
Are you in love with her? Yeah.
In the
I
background.
think I want to read.
Read his mind.
8.
Damn it.
You don't need to roll that high to look. He's obviously desperately in love with her. No, I think she's gross looking. No. We're business friends. We're friends. We have a complicated platonic
Stuttering Stanley.
relationship. He's completely sort of wilting, and he's like, "You guys should probably be getting on that boat."
We'll be going now.
All right.
And so, kiss his hand. And then I walk away.
And as he looks at the four of you, he goes, "All right, we got off on the wrong foot. I'm sure this will never happen again, because if you cross me or steal a small item from me ever again after this moment,
Oh, he saw
I
it.
will
already
I will never forgive the four of you."
I'm already walking away, just playing the whistle.
He's playing with the whistle.
Like, you know.
Yes, Serenades like brings out the pouch. Sorry. Yeah, and you also tip him. He takes the coin, and all of you head down to the rowboat, which is more just on the beach. And are you going to just row out to?
I'll drive.
You're going to drive?
I'll
No
drive
steering
the
wheel.
boat.
Haven't been invented yet.
I grab these giant paddles next to me so above my head.
You have this piratey voice now, so it makes me.
Yeah, I'm
wonder.
a pirate dwarf.
Yeah, what's his deal? Is Yark
He's a pirate now. Yeah, he's.
He fits the scenario he's in.
Yes.
Yeah,
I adapt to
chameleon
my
a little
surroundings.
bit, Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, so with a practiced maritime air, Yark grabs the oars and starts rowing out while the rest of you sort of lounge, I suppose.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
chilling.
Oh, you should probably hop on as well.
I say to Serena, you should have walked. You can walk across the water.
Serena? It's like, I'm
We've known each other for years.
Oh.
And I'm not. I haven't made eye contact with it yet. And I'm looking over the boat, and I'm not even paying attention to her.
I've already rowed a little bit out, and I can't be bothered rowing back, so I just kind of sit there waiting for them to walk onto it.
All right, so you all head off, and soon you are rowing out to the Dragonbone Reef to the northwest of the island where the Compass Rose wreck exists. So this is a, as I said, years and years ago, 300 years ago, a huge red dragon died here, and this island sort of formed up around it. Dragons have a way of bringing dragons, particularly powerful dragons, are like magnets to smaller dragons. It's also why Cinder has brought you here, but this huge dragon brought a lot of other dragons to fight, to die, to fight for each other, for their hordes. This is another dead one that has created a sort of reef, a beautiful reef all along the north edge of the island. And as you row up, you can see that scattered all around is what looks like an improbable amount of shipwrecks, far more than there should be in the area. So Tarek was obviously right that something is amiss here, but by far the largest, most sort of upright, still crashed along the coral reef is the figure of what must be the Compass Rose, which is this huge old galley that is tipped almost on its side along what is now the sort of calcified, petrified rib cage of this old dead dragon.
Whoa.
Sitting at about a 45 degree, its masts still intact, its sails rotten and gone. And you have a few options of how you want to approach it, so let me know. So it's, as I said, as you go around it, you do a quick loop, you can see that
So we're in a rowboat?
You're in a tiny little rowboat. Yep.
Tiny.
There's this huge ship. It's on the reef, so obviously you can land on the reef. At the stern of the ship, you can see underneath the water that there is a huge gash, which is obviously what caused the ship to drown. That it can accesses the lower decks, but also, if you want, if any of you have rope, you could try and tie it to the rigging, tie it to the side of the deck, climb aboard.
I have a string. Is that?
String's a way to get us up
It's
there,
a
young.
rope for a dwarf.
Yeah, for you, but I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 6'2", handsome.
Okay, well then where do you want to go?
We go through the little hole in the side. It might be a little spooky.
So
You might get a little scared there, yeah, but we can do it.
You want to swim.
Oh, we swimming.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's underneath the waterline.
I'm a good swimmer. Are you a good swimmer?
I'd rather stay.
Which?
I say we push her.
We push you
Into the
under
water.
because
No, she
we
walks on the
slide
water.
you.
Yeah, and then she
Wait,
can-
what do you mean you slide me? Wait, is the
And
the
we give
hole
you the rope
underneath
to our
in the
boat,
water?
and
Yeah, it's
can
under the
drag our
waterline,
boat.
yeah.
Can anyone swim here?
Cool.
No.
Not only
Yar.
do I think that some of you possibly can't swim, it's also worth thinking about any of you that are wearing heavy armor. I think actually
I think I've
Oh,
got
those
big
two are
armor.
gonna drown. but
you're
we'll be
all
right.
such posers that I think you're all wearing light armor. I said it's like 3
Oh.
DPS, so you might be okay.
Oh.
Just checking now.
How about we just avoid going under the water?
Can we like look around?
Well, then how are we going to get it? I can climb, but you guys can't. I can climb up this side.
I'm a rogue, I can
We should
climb.
have
So Lisa's gonna have Serenade have a look around first. So make a
Good
perception
thinking.
Adios, amigos.
Serena?
Walk on.
Oh my god.
Go away.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye.
check. Okay, so what does Sonia do?
Sonia?
What do you mean? Oh. No, I was just like trying to find like crevice or anything that we can get on board onto the ship.
Great, make
Like
it.
anything like.
Roll a 20-sided dice, make a perception check.
Oh, come on.
Is that a 1?
+4, so it's a 5.
It's a 1, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The boat starts sinking.
Yeah, you find a little part of the ship that looks like you're not even going to need a rope along the little, just by the water's edge. You instruct Yark to bring the ship around, and very confidently you start climbing up onto the lip of the ship. But all of the timbers here you haven't spotted are rotten through, and as soon as you leap up, sort of with grace and grab onto the side of it, the entire side of the deck collapses and you fall, splash first into the water as sort of this maggoty wood splinters underneath you, and you shriek and you dive into the water. And as you do, you also clock yourself on the side of the ship, meaning that you take a tiny bit of damage.
Oh my god.
Jesus, man.
Alright,
Why'd I have to
Watch
roll
where
a
you going,
one?
dog.
so you take 6 points.
6!
Oh my
You got smacked
gosh.
up.
Wait, what's my HP?
You started with 19, so you're now
Jesus
13.
Christ.
I'm laughing.
God.
Oh my
I'm laughing in the rowboat.
And that's
Chilling like this.
Sorry?
Serenade swim. I would say probably.
I mean, I walk on water.
Make an athletics check for me with +2.
But you walk on water, so you probably can't swim.
Actually, that's true. You have the ring of water walking, so you would. Yeah, you
Landing
actually.
on concrete.
Yeah, that's actually why you take the 6
Your
points of
spine is
damage.
broken. You can no longer walk.
Sprained your ankle.
No, but then I
This is where we leave
for a
you.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a soft, you know.
Yeah, you clock yourself on the
God
water,
damn it.
and then you sort of have to stand up and brush yourself off. But the gash that you have sort of torn into the rotten deck is now an entry point that the rest of you, if you don't mind,
Stayed away for you guys. Took some damage.
getting a little bit messy, you can get up onto the ship.
Good work, Danielle.
No worries.
It's getting worse.
Well, I'll row us right next to it, so then you climb.
Is it dark in there, or like is it on the side of the ship? Is it?
It's
on...
about midday. The ship, as I said, goes onto the waterline, so the lower decks are going to be very dark, probably. But the deck is
light.
light.
So we're heading up to the deck.
You're climbing onto the main deck. That's right.
I'm gonna climb up first. And yeah, I'm gonna as I come up to the deck, like as I climb up, I'm gonna peek over and see what I can see on the actual deck of the ship.
Okay, so ignoring his beleaguered friend.
Yeah. Oh no, just walk straight past.
Yep. Kaskin starts climbing and peeks up onto the deck, which you can see is slick with algae and seawater. There's a tangle of old sun-bleached rigging, splintered railings, seaweed, and as your hand reaches, you think you can pull this first. You think it's a timber that's loose, but as you pull yourself into the deck, you realize you're holding an old sun-bleached femur, a bone, and there are bones scattered all over the deck of what looks like humanoid creatures. Some of them still wearing rags of what was once a black and yellow uniform, and they look about 6 months old, and they've all been bleached by the sun. Picked clean, like not rotten, like something has eaten them and then dropped and scattered the bones all over the deck. Now, as I said, the galley has steps leading to the starboard and to the, oh god, what's the front and back of a ship? The poop deck. We'll say the forecastle and the poop deck, we'll call it. And there are old rusty trapdoors leading down further into it. You can see sort of what is probably the ship's galley, what's probably the captain's quarters, and the mast is still there, and you think you see something glittering high up in the crow's nest that is jutting dangerously over the cliffs.
Glittering. I'm going to jump up onto the ship, onto the deck, get my footing, and look back over the ship. And I'm going to say to my friends, my friendship group, the gang, I'm going to say, a lot of dead people up here. Careful. That's what I'm going to tell them. And then, like, as I turn around, I'm ready for a fight.
What? Okay. No.
I'm on alert.
Are we going to the shiny thing?
You guys aren't up yet.
So you're going to climb up like that?
You follow me? Yep, they follow me.
Alright, so everybody makes their way up. Casket is taking the front. Serenade is the last one up because she has to put herself together and climb back up.
What do you want to do, Yark?
We head towards the shiny thing.
The shiny thing? Why not the captain's quarters? Or into the deep dark deck?
Actually, is there any? Yeah, can I do like a quick look around and see if there's anywhere I can loot?
Yes.
Oh,
Damn it.
The first one.
Jesus.
8.
Okay, you look around, as I said, you specifically in the crow's nest. You can't see anything except bones and stuff on the ground.
Let's see it.
Can I take a bone?
Yeah, absolutely. Just write it down if you want.
Can I like go to the captain's quarters? Because they're different groups.
Yeah, are you splitting up to search the ship?
Yeah, I'm going with that.
Oh, okay, great.
Quarters.
So, alright,
So they
so...
can deal with the shiny thing.
Yep. Janny and Serenade are heading to the captain's quarters. That leaves the two of you to race up the crow's nest, I guess.
I want
I'm
to...
pushing you out. I'm
The shiny
climbing
thing
on
at the
top
top.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll split the party, so we'll do half and half. So, starting with the boys, and you're racing to try and be the first one to steal shit up there, is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay,
Go
I need you
shiny
both
thing.
to make dexterity checks. We're going to oppose.
Okay,
This,
2, 1.
this is a dangerous.
17.
18!
Oh, well done. Unfortunately, Yark is naturally faster as a rogue.
What?
Which means, and smaller, which means he can move through the space that you
Yes.
occupy. So you're moving really, really fast, and like a little greased bullet, Yark just comes in on the other side.
I'm being too fancy. I'm like doing backflips and shit.
And Yark, you're able to be the first one up, probably due to your boots of Elvenkind making it really quick to climb.
What is it?
So you're there.
I found out I'm looking.
the first thing that you notice is that some kind of creature has made its nest there. It's full of wood shavings, dry grass, shredded canvas, which is probably where most of the ship's sails went. And there are bits of bones, tufts of hair, and shiny baubles that are visible. And there are also, as I said, little, shiny trinkets all around. So as Kaskin is sort of racing up behind you, you have a chance to, first of all, make for me quickly an investigation check.
2.
All right.
God, what was effort to get up here?
Kaskin arrives to see Yark just stuffing bits of animal wooden shavings and animal
nothing to
fur
see up here.
into his pockets, and he just cannot see all of the bracelets and coins that are on the ground.
I'm going to have like a look of worry on my face. And like, I start to realize, hopefully, that this is some sort of like nest or some creature's been here. And I say, I'm actually going to get my shield off my back. And I'm gonna like hold it up, and I'm gonna get out my spear.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, get away from that. I've got a bad feeling about that nest there.
But you just stabbed the nest.
And is the nest like? Do you reckon it's kickable?
It's a crow's nest. The two of you, like a crow's
bee.
nest.
I'm gonna grab Yark, pull him off the nest, and then I'm gonna kick the nest.
Why do you need your sword out?
And I'm trying to, because I'm scared. I'm trying to kick it off the top. I'm trying to kick it off.
Visually
right.
picture that.
All right, so you start kicking the nest. Well,
Arr.
Yark is complaining,
Arr.
and sort of being, sort of humiliated.
I've got him here, and I'm kicking it.
Coins and bracelets and rare things spill out into the sea and are sort of lost forever in the water. But while Yark cries, but at the same time, the nest is being destroyed, and you sort of tear apart the nest. And as you do that, feeling satisfied that it's destroyed, you hear far away in the distance a shriek and then another shriek. And you can both make wisdom checks for me.
Oh, shit. 9.
19.
All right, which Kaskin you recognize from your travels.
Because I know Draconic. It's a dragon.
No, you know it's not a dragon.
Damn it.
You're pretty sure that they're the shrieks of 2 harpies, one of them communicating to another one, but they sound like they're hours away.
Hours away. Do I understand how powerful or strong harpies are? Like, do I have this instinct about them? Have I fought them before? Or?
You probably don't know as much, to be honest, as Janny and Serenade, but make for me quickly a wisdom check if you want.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to the other room.
14.
14, yeah. You know just that harpies are beasts, that they are creatures that create nests like this, but you don't know how to defeat them or much about what they can do. You've never seen a harpy before, but you're pretty sure you're hearing 2 of them.
I lean down and I just whisper in Yark's ear, I'm pretty sure that's a harpy and I think we might be fucked.
Now, meanwhile, downstairs, the door of the captain's quarters is old and rusted, and the 2 of you have to work together to push it, and there's a hideous squeal as the rusted hinges break and the door collapses into what was once probably quite a beautiful, fancy, luxurious room, but is now waterlogged and smells disgusting. There's a bookcase that has half collapsed, that has disintegrating books and scrolls spilling out of it. There is a polished wooden desk leaning awkwardly on 3 legs that has what is still quite a beautiful ornate gold filigree compass set built into it. And then there is a rotting canopy bed, and in front of that bed you can see what looks like a jagged hole on the ground, and behind the bed is a portrait that has been shrouded in an old rotten piece of cloth. And as far as you can see, the room is otherwise empty, so the 2 of you can enter if you want.
Smells really bad, huh?
It's alright.
It's alright.
Oh, I can't smell, so that's something.
Jenny spent a lot of time robbing actual tombs.
True.
But the serenade is pretty bad.
Yeah, ugh. Gross. Am I able to just like have a little look at the desk? Like examine if there's any
You're
secret
going to investigate
compartment?
the desk?
Yeah.
Do you want to investigate anything?
I'm kind of sleepy. I want to investigate the bed.
Great. Both of you make any investigation checks.
Not a 1.
2.
It's a 18. No, 19.
19, and
Yeah.
you rolled it.
2.
So, Jenny crawls up into the bed and starts having a nap. Meanwhile, which is horrifying and sort of very strange thing, but so Serenade, you investigate the desk, and the compass set you realize you can probably remove and looks quite valuable. It's probably worth about 50 gold coins. But also, you were looking specifically, you said, to see if there was any kind of secret compartment.
Yeah.
So you do actually realize that there is a drawer that is much more shallow than it should be. And you pull it out, and behind it you can see, wrapped in an old piece of cloth, is two objects. One which is a stoppered lead vial, and the other is an old brass key. And the key has a crest that has an A on it.
Ooh, okay. I turn around like, I found something!
Shut up.
5 more minutes.
It has an A on it! Do you know anything
I
that's
throw
about
one of
an
the
A?
pillows at her.
Okay, well,
Don't let them bully you, Sarah.
can I investigate the bookshelf? I'll be like, well, obviously, like, she's knocked out.
Yep,
obviously.
absolutely. Make it
So I'll be
up.
just like, I'll just leave her be. It's just like, yeah, just look at the bookshelf or look at anything.
Yeah, make another investigation.
Her for anything else. It's a 3.
You don't find anything amongst the scrolls of paper, but you do. You don't need the investigation roll to do this. You see that there is the lower drawer of it is locked.
Can I use my key on it?
Yep, it turns, and inside you can see, wrapped in wax paper, what looks like something that was stashed here a long time ago.
Yeah.
And as you unpeel the wax paper, you discover that the wax paper is actually a painting that someone has meticulously cut out of a frame. The painting is of 3 figures: a woman with blonde hair with a white streak in it, in a pirate's black and yellow sort of merchant pirate's uniform, a first mate who's a big ogre who's beaming in the background, and another man embracing the pirate woman who's dressed in the manner of a foreign noble merchant. The 3 of them are there. Someone has, as I said, ripped this out of a frame for some reason and then used it to wrap something, and what they've wrapped is a box which you open to find a beautiful lute. A lute is a sort of instrument.
Oh, perfect.
Actually not a lute, a lyre, sorry.
A
It's a
lyre.
little harp.
Okay.
So while you are finding all this treasure for yourself, you're having wonderful dreams in a foul-smelling, rotting bed. The 2 of you can climb back down if you want. As I said, you've heard the screams.
Seagulls.
Not seagulls, yuck. They're harpies. I said.
Out in the water, it's seagulls.
Oh, it's not seagulls. They're creatures and they're deadly, and they've laid this nest here and they've killed
Even
everybody.
though there's no reason to, I want to be the first one back down to the bottom.
You get a race.
As I'm speaking, he's gone, and I'm like Batman, you know, like I kind of I go on this
Yarkers has
like,
somehow established a zip line.
I go on this little rant, I turn around, and then he's just gone. I'm like, damn it! And then I'm gonna trickle down
Yep.
and follow Yark.
All right, so all of you can meet up if you want inside the captain's quarters, and as you do, as I said, the 2 of you come in and you see right now. I
And
think
I hold up a painting, but I hide the. Actually, I'll show you the harp as well.
She thought about it.
Because he's the loot goblin. What if he just takes it from me?
I see that she thought about hiding it for a second.
She can see in my eyes that I want to break it.
But I'm like, look at the painting. It has the black and yellow uniform. That's the same as the corpses. Correlation.
The corpses have uniforms? I didn't even notice.
They're dead. They don't need you.
They don't need them.
Serenade, Lisa, you're doing so well at picking up the clues that none of the others are spotting. I'm going to give you inspiration, which means a free reroll you can use at any point. So
Okay.
your character is now inspired and blessed.
Pissing me off.
Hey, you're annoying me. And I say,
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
What?
what's that mean? That the dead people are the people I'm painting. Who cares? They're dead.
But I found it in a secret compartment.
So it's hidden.
It was hidden. Why was it hidden? Why are these 3 particular?
It's just a family photo.
Why was this harp hidden? Can I like strum it?
Yep, you strum it?
Yeah.
Okay, as you strum it, experimentally, the ripped pages start to stitch themselves back together. And then you experimentally take it and you strum it next to the bed, and the old shattered bedposts start to slowly stitch themselves together. You'd have to strum for quite a while to repair the whole ship. But this is a lyre of mending. It can repair non-magical things, and you can use it basically in lieu of repairing something.
You should use it on dead people. Bring it back to life.
Like, why would
Try it on the corpse, and I'm like reaching out for her to give me the little thing.
No, I wake up, Jenny.
Yep.
And
I'm
I'm
already
like,
awake. You weren't here for the goddamn music playing,
I
alright?
don't think it's a good idea to mend dead people. What do you think?
We should mend him and have a chat with him.
I think you should duel over that. Alright?
I have a maniacal smile on my face.
You won't win against me. I'm blessed.
I'm a little bit scared again.
What's the game? Can they play chess against each other or something like that? We need.
Let's play.
You play. Yeah.
Paper, scissors, rock.
Okay.
Paper, scissors, rock. Paper, scissors, rock. Damn it! Damn it all!
Surely that means Caskin has to give one of his magic items to
Yup.
Sarah.
Damn it! I will give you.
The spear.
No, I need that.
Just give me all your gold.
Oh, how much gold do I
You
have?
have 40 gold.
I give you 2 gold. For paying that woman, the old bag.
20.
20? That's way too much. I give her 5 and I say 20.
Make it 10.
No.
No, you could cast control if you want. You have spells. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be getting involved.
Let's bully him instead.
5's enough. And
Okay.
a single tear.
Okay.
I think you get the amulet from him.
The amulet. There's
The
an
drunkard
amulet?
one, so you can drink
Oh!
and not get drunk.
Actually, yeah. I see her look down and I've got like this amulet.
Yeah.
And I say fairy's fair. And I take it off and I give her the amulet of the drunkard.
Serenade is a bit of a lightweight, so this is gonna.
That is
Yeah.
very true.
So you're right. Serenade takes the amulet of the drunkard, and you say you have the lyre of mending as well, and the rest of you can explore if you still want the hole in the floor, but otherwise the room is looking pretty much investigated. Also, you did hear the harpies, which they might have missed.
Oh yeah. By the way, I kicked a
Seagulls.
nest. It's not seagulls.
Seagulls
Okay.
coming.
No, I.
I trust Yark more, so I think there's seagulls
Seagull.
coming.
I know a seagull sound when I hear one.
And as she's
Just
saying
on the
this,
sea.
a wave of realization that every lie I've ever told has made me into an unbelievable, monstrous wreck. And I'm like, there's harpies coming. And they won't believe me.
This is the episode where Caskin is full of emotional.
Yeah. And then I look at the amulet and I'm like, oh.
It's my amulet.
Anyway, Caskin, I think you should go to the hole. You know, if you're gonna tell these lies, you should investigate first.
Is there like a hole in the ground
There
below?
is, so you
Dark?
Do you want to investigate the hole? Roll for me a little investigation check. Oh,
Yeah.
you have your
With my shield.
You have your third eye, your sentinel shield.
So I've still got my shield out and on it there's an eye and because I'm a badass, it like opens up.
Yeah, it's like
and
a
no
Doctor
one's ever
Strange
seen it
eye.
before. They're like, what the fuck? You guys are all stoned.
Yeah, and so the eye is just like Mad Eye Moody. It's going like left, right, looking
Yeah,
around
it's all good.
frantically.
That's it. And then 8.
Okay, with advantage because that's the whole thing of the shield. It gives you advantage.
Ooh.
So roll it again.
roll again.
Tell me the highest number.
5. Damn it. Damn it.
The eye is sort of looking around manically. You can't see into the dark, unfortunately. It's dark down there.
It will never go.
You got the eyes. You got the dwarf eyes.
Alright, dwarf.
I pick him up and I hold him over at the hole and I kind of like, he's like in the hole and I'm like moving him so he can scan around like this. I'm walking around the hole.
Left. Left a bit more.
And I'm going like this. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you pick up Yark and you're sort of like using him like sonar and you can see what's happened here. So what's clearly happened is that there was a very heavy treasure chest or sort of captain's chest up here, and as the wood has rotted and decayed, it has crashed through to the deck below, which looks like the sort of galleys and crew quarters of the Compass Rose, and then has smashed through again, because you can see underneath that just murky water of what must be the brig and lower decks. But there is also, as I said, this entire level, which has hammocks slung, old cargo boxes and personal effects, and a rickety bar, and a galley, a kitchen as well. You can make a perception check to see if you want to see anything else.
20.
And as you're being held, you suddenly go completely still. Because you notice that your dagger, sheathed in its secret pocket in your sleeve, is starting to glow purple.
Oh, is that the undead?
It means that there are undead within 30 feet of you.
God.
What do you say?
He shouts very loudly.
Shaky with the dagger. Probably should worry about it.
Do you want me to drop you?
No,
I can't see it.
I don't want to be dropped.
Sure, you don't want to be dropped.
No, I don't. I'm just gonna ignore it for now and not say anything about it to anybody.
Okay, you get pulled back up, And you can tell them that what you've seen, which is that obviously some kind of treasure chest has dropped right through.
I don't tell them about the treasure.
Okay, what do you? Tell me what you tell them.
I get down on my. What did you say?
I'll tell them everything related to the dagger and that there's undead nearby.
Undead. Great sword is out.
So we shouldn't go down there then?
We should go down.
We should go down.
The undead's
We're here to
down
solve
there.
it. Remember Tarek, the man that I insulted?
Yep.
We're here to figure out. My best buddy. We're here to figure out what happened. We gotta go down there, dog. We gotta go kill him.
Why don't you want us to go down there?
We'll go down, I guess. We can slowly. Is there anything if I like peer over the edge? Is there anything we can kind of like hop down to?
Yeah, there are, because I said there are crates that are sort of piled up. There's a sort of an easy jump, and you can sort of, if you want anyone who wants to get down there.
We can go down there, dog.
Yeah. All right. See if you can drop me like over it, and then I can maybe place something to make it easier. For you
I go and I drop him down there. Help him.
Yak, you're the first one down. The rest of you following?
Yeah.
Okay. Yak, you rolled a 20, so you're hyper aware still at the moment, and
Daredevil right now.
yeah, you're basically. And as the rest of them drop down one by one, you realize that you can see out of the corner of your eye that there are things shambling around, moving at the front and at the back of the level that you're at. And you look to the front, you can see what looks like two corpses that were in chairs are starting to get up, sort of moving unnaturally.
Is there anything I can do to like cast a bit of light so they can see?
Yes, because most people can't see.
Yeah.
Can I use
I have a tinderbox. Could I like try and like spark like a match or something?
Okay, while you're trying to get a match lit, what do
I
you do?
whip out my moonshine and cast the light.
Yeah, sorry, I heard this as well. So this is
I've just got like a little candle like this.
I have a little lamp. Wait, no, it's not a lamp, but it's a rapier.
Serenade uses her rapier, and the light of the moon shines down, illuminating the galley, and now you can all see that there is one zombie behind you, two zombies in front of you, and they are shambling towards you, which means we are about to go into combat. Does anyone want to do anything before we go into the fight? You got about 6 seconds.
Can I attack quickly?
Okay, you.
Can I? Because I'm quick.
You're already like aware.
I'm already kicking up my spear
Yeah.
and chucking it at the one behind us.
Don't you want? It's all right. No, that's fine. Cascade, you do get to move first because you have. I've pre-rolled the initiative, but also you have the. Again, the Sentinel Shield gives you advantage to initiative. So you're going to do your attack first. You're going to throw your spear.
Yeah, at the one behind us.
Oh, great.
So I'm
Okay.
going to take him on.
Make for me an attack roll.
14.
14. All right. This is. Sorry, I'm having a little problem here. 14 hits.
Yes!
All right, so you hit and you're going to attack, which means that you are throwing your spear, which lodges in its stomach. And you had a javelin, but you're throwing your spear, which is great. And it does 12 points of damage. The zombie falls over backwards, bloodied, half dead, but still alive. Yak, you're the next one up.
With that one, is that the one where there's only one behind us, or is there two?
There's only one that you can see, yeah.
Okay. How far are the opposite side away from us?
It's quite cramped in here. They're all about 20 feet away from you. 20 feet in front of you, 20 feet behind you.
Can I like position myself so that, because are you next to, like how far away is Kaskin from the one behind us? Like is he between, us and them?
You're all standing on the boxes, so you're all pretty
Can I
much in the
position
same-
myself so that those two are like in the middle, so that we're tanking in a bit?
Oh, great. So, okay, the boys are tanking, yep.
Yeah.
And Yak, what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna go for a dagger. I'm just gonna pull out my dagger and
You can
it's
throw a
already
dagger if
glowing.
you'd like.
I don't know if I want to throw it.
You want to just charge in and attack the one that's
Yeah,
already been scared?
yeah.
All right, so you run in and make an attack for me.
13.
13 will hit as well. It's not a sneak attack because they see you coming, but it is still pretty good. You do 4 points of damage. You can attack with your other dagger. You can dual wield if you want.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Make another attack.
Mess him up.
17.
Oh, you're messing him up.
Very nice. All right. That's
Dead
another
holes.
5 points. You do 9 points of damage in total. The zombie is still alive. These things seem possessed of a kind of unholy fortitude, and it turns, grins as your daggers are in it, and with one of its hands, it pushes the dagger deeper into it as it hovers around and smacks you with a bit of old debris and misses.
You doesn't realize how short I am.
Yeah. Completely
His eyesight.
The other two zombies shamble forward and attack Caskin. One of them attacks for 9, which isn't going to do anything. The other for 19, which will hit you, Caskin. Unfortunately, you take 6 points of damage. Caskin is down to 30 hit points, but now it is Janny's go.
So, can I use that Wand of Wonder?
You can use your Wand of Wonder. You found a Wand of Wonder in Vanderbrass Tower.
It does. I haven't really played with it that much.
So it has 7 charges. If you use an action to use one, I need you to roll a D100, a 100-sided dice. We'll find out what happens.
So it's these two, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 74.
74, all right. You cast Fireball, which is an incredibly destructive spell
Oh no, that's not good, is it?
in a
Where we
small,
at, is it?
enclosed area. This is the great.
Sorry, guys.
You know, this is the great thing about the Wand of Wonders. You don't get a lot of control. So it does 8d6 damage. Do you want to roll 8 6-sided dice?
Oh
Or
my god.
I can roll it for you if you want.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's roll it now. You do 29 hit points of damage. Now, the range is 20-foot radius centered on the point. You were pointing at the zombies, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't hit any of you. It actually just obliterates the two zombies and obliterates them. They just are enveloped in fire and they explode as Janny just hurls a bead of fire at the two of them, dead and dead. Yes, not finished. As the room, the old sun-bleached wood, the old dry timbers of the ship, the compass rose burst into flame, and the ship is now on fire. Now, and for a second, it looks you look at each other thinking this is bad, and Serenade, things are about to get worse because out of the fire, charging between you, is in a black and yellow uniform, the zombified corpse of an ogre bursts through the fire, slightly on fire, and is charging towards Casket. But before he attacks, you can have a go.
Can I hold him in place?
Yes, you can cast Hold Person. That's great. All right. So that means that he's going to need to make a Wisdom saving throw, which he fails, and that means that he's paralyzed. So the on-fire ogre suddenly is locked up in place, topples over, and falls with a splash. Because I said the hole went down below this level, he teeters over and he collapses, and there's a splash of water as his body falls deeper down into the next level of the ship. But for now, all of you are safe, as you sort of, except for you, Yark, who is currently being beaten up by a zombie. But no, I've got to say, Janny and Serenade's hit. You're doing well so far. You've got a good body count here. So, Caskin, you're up.
So there's only one more zombie.
That's right.
So I want to come up, and I'm gonna get my greatsword because I've just thrown my spear.
Don't throw it.
And I'm gonna go for a massive two-handed swing. Like I'm over this damn zombie, and I just want to swing and slice his head off.
All right, make me quickly an attack. Plus
Come
5.
on!
Please don't.
7.
7 plus your 5 is 12, which is enough. And you actually swing it, which would kill the person who's fighting with, except Yark's underneath. So it just sails through the air, right over the top of Yark's head, and decapitates the zombie, whose head flies off, and he falls down as well.
Strike!
Congratulations, you have defeated most of the zombies. One of them, as I said, has dropped down below you and is currently paralyzed, but the room is now on fire, so I still need to know what you're doing quickly.
I say, I look at like the ladies of the group, and I'm like, water spell. Water.
Do I have any water spells? I don't think I do.
I don't think
I think I have an ice spell.
You have that's true. So Janny has a small ice spell. You have the spell your gust of wind, I suppose. But nothing. No, you don't have an ice spell actually.
Could the hop do anything?
You'd have to play very quickly. Oh, you know what?
Time to make a turn.
Make for me a performance check.
Okay.
If she loses, can she throw it into the fire?
18.
An 18.
18.
Very, very quickly, Serenade whips out the lyre and starts playing, and she can't stop playing, but as she does, as she does, and as Yark hurls abuse at her,
I'm like, look at that. Dumbfounded. Like,
It's venting. It's helping. It's
I said
helping.
water spell.
it is helping. Now, it's not helping enough to put out the fire, but she's stopping the fire from spreading and containing it, meaning that you all have a moment. Yeah, while she plays really quickly like a virtuoso, the rest of you can quickly do something in the room. If you want to investigate the room, if you want to dive into the hole, if you want to climb up, you have some time before the fire
I
engulfs.
want to have a look around for just the easiest way to escape.
The hole in the ground is probably the easiest.
Oh.
On the other side of the fire, there is the doors that led into here to the deck, to the poop deck, but you would have to run through the fire.
We ain't doing that.
Well.
He is quite agile.
Now, we'll stay in combat because if we don't, we may eventually die in this fire. So,
Yes.
Yark, you are the next one up.
Let's go in the hole. No, we're going in the hole.
Yark
Let's
looks at everybody and then just dives. There's a splash, and Yark is underwater down in the lower decks. The rest of the zombies, as I said, are dead. Janny, what do you want to do?
I don't want to go into the water. Is that what's in the hole? Like just
There's a hole above your head, but it's a bit out of reach. There's the hole below you, or you could run through the fire to try and push the heavy door. It took you a while to get the other door working, which is not fun when there's fire, when everything's on fire. Or other than that, you could search for a secret door or for something like that.
Or can I try my gust of wind on the fire?
Yeah, great, absolutely. So
I'll
if
do
you
that.
use a spell slot, Janny quickly mutters some of her her eyes glow purple as she sort of weaves the air of the room into a gust of wind in her hand and then pushes it forward, and the fire is flattened against the walls while Serenade is sort of playing to try and keep it in place, and she has Yark is downstairs, but she flattens the fire against the wall, and there's now an avenue towards the door.
Bye, Ark.
Oh, guys, I'm down here.
Serenade, what do you want to do?
I
You've got to
think
keep flying so you can on the move. Oh, no,
I think I'll go in the hole.
What?
Yes.
Serenade.
Come
Can
on.
open the door.
But then, there might be stuff in the hole.
There's always stuff in a hole.
Serenade goes into the hole. Caskin, what are you doing?
So is the fire still at the sides?
At the moment, yes, but when Janny's spell ends, because now that Serenade's underwater, the fire is going to quickly resurface. You've got enough time to run through, try and kick the door open if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, make a-
I'm just gonna run, and I mean like when I kick, fly kick
Well, we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
We'll see.
with 2 legs,
2 legs?
like boom,
All right, make it for me.
and I.
Never kidding.
I've never kicked before.
Make for me a acrobatics check.
15.
Smash! The hinges splatter. The wood splinters beautifully.
And then I land like Spider-Man.
Yeah, you land like Spider-Man. You turn around to realize that Yark and Serenade are underwater. Janny's casting a spell and wasn't watching you. It's the coolest thing you've done in a while that nobody's seen. But the doors are open, and so you can beckon. Do you want to go out?
Yeah.
All right, the party stays split up, which is great. Now let's start with the underwater team. So Yark and Serenade, you are now down in the lower decks, and you're swimming around. You can see here that there's, as I said, a huge gash in the side of the ship, and you can see the bones of the old dragon, the petrified bones that doomed the ship. But also you can see now the chest, which was once bolted to the floor of the captain's den, which has crashed down onto the water, and it looks like the hinges and lock of it broke in the fall, or at least were damaged. But paralyzed in front of it is the figure of the ogre skeleton zombie who could wake up at any moment. You're first up, Yark.
I'm going to attempt to sneak around to go for the chest.
You don't need to sneak because it's paralyzed, so you're going to swim.
Swim, yes.
Make an athletics check for me.
Drown.
Oh no!
That's a 1.
Oh my god! All right.
I'm not a very good swimmer, by the way.
Yark, when you come down, Serenade, you see that Yark, when he dived in, he belly flopped on the water and instantly winded himself, spat out all the water that he'd held, and is flailing because despite the fact that he talks like a pirate and that he knows his way around a rowboat, Yark can't swim. So he's just desperately flailing in the water as you, naturally trained swimmer, swim down. What do you want to do on your action? First of all, sorry, Yark, you start to suffocate. You take a level of exhaustion, and you take 7 points of damage. You are down to 32 points of damage. You're okay still. You're still a pretty good tank.
No, 32. I thought it was 28.
Oh, you were 28 already. No,
No,
so
so I was 35 and I took 7, right? So
Yes.
28, yeah.
28. I'm glad you're counting. Well done. Serenade, what do you want to do? You can't keep this fire anymore. You
Yeah.
can't keep the spell maintained. Being underwater is sapping your concentration.
Yeah.
You'll have to save me. Don't worry about the chest. It's probably not even that good.
More bubbles erupt as the last of his airs.
I just see it. I'm just like kind of like I feel as if he's struggling, so I'll follow him.
Yep.
I'll just like try and help him.
You're gonna use your action to try and help Yak.
Yeah.
You know, if there's any
Oh.
of us two who
Oh
would
my
have
God. None of you deserve her. All right. So she comes down and starts to help Yak and sort of help him down towards the chest. Meanwhile, up on the, as I said, the deck of the ship, the two of you burst out, the fire behind you as you hear, the sun blinds your eyes and you hear screeching as you see flapping powerful wings about to land on the mast is the figure of a returning harpy. And at that moment, Caskin, you remember that your spear is lodged in a zombie's chest on the other side of the room.
Damn it!
Now,
Damn it!
Janny, you can go first. What do you want to do?
So we're through the door or we're like...
You're through the door and you can see that now on the deck a harpy is about to land.
Okay, well that's a problem.
Talk to the harpy, bruv.
Talk?
See, when you do it like an instance run in World of Warcraft, it's generally a bad idea for the party to turn into two different rooms.
Yeah, this is awful.
And do two different dungeons at the same time. But that's what we're doing.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm not to the harpy. Like, what can I? Okay, let me just look at my spells. One sec.
You'll delay. Okay, Janny can delay her action, which means Caskin, you can go first.
So we are in a fight. Like, there's no talking to a harpy. Like,
It might be. It's just flying back. It's about 40 feet away from you, but it's flying fast.
I'm going to greet the harpy. I'm gonna walk forward and get down on one knee like this, and wait for it to land in front of me.
Okay. So you're going to wait. You're also going to delay your action. So the two of you decide, while you're quickly looking for your spell book to work out a spell that you want to cast, that you're going to wait for the harpy and not attack it. while
I'm gonna
it's
see what
landing.
happens. Yeah, I'm gonna see what the harpy decides.
Great. Meanwhile, downstairs, the ogre starts to sort of, you see its muscles flex as the zombie tries to sort of exert control from the paralysis. But for one more round, the paralysis is still holding, but you can see that the spell is failing fast. Because Serenade's used her action, you stabilize yourself quickly, but you're going to run out of air soon. However, you are so close to the chest now, Yark. What do you want to do?
I feel like it would be against my character just to leave it.
You would rather die down.
Is there anything?
Yeah, go. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go for the. I'm still gonna go for the chest.
All right, so you go up to the chest and you can see that the lock is mostly broken because one of the tumblers is still working. Do you want to try and pick it? All right, make for me.
It'd be underwater, so it'd be.
It's an old broken lock, so you only need to 10, but you have disadvantage because you're underwater, and also because you're exhausted. There's a lot of reasons. So your lockpick,
Another one.
your lockpick gets stuck. You can put your hand in. Serenade is trying to pull you to the hole, but Yark, like a moth to a fucking flame, is heading towards the chest. And you put your hand, because it's an old big lock, you put your hand inside with the lockpick, and there's a click and a snag, and you realize that the lockpick is stuck. Serenade tries to pull you as you realize you probably need to get out of here, but you pull your hand, and it's stuck as well because you've somehow snagged your sleeve inside the lock of the giant chest, and you are now pinned to the bottom of the room, running out of water as the zombie starts to wake up and stand up in the water.
I like to imagine it's like the Homer Simpson situation where he's just got his clenched fist inside of the vending machine and he just doesn't want to loosen his head.
Okay,
Oh my God.
Serenade, what do you want to do?
Is there like I try and inspect like is there a way to get him out of that or is there a way for me to yeah or is there like can I break it so that
Yeah, what are you going to attack it with?
something I don't know.
I need my hands. Don't break my hand.
Or can I like grab his dagger and try and break something? Or...
I'm just looking at your spells, like, yeah, so healing words, sleep, cure wounds.
God damn it for being a support.
You've got your rapier, you've got your dagger, you've got your ring of water walking, which I assume you've taken off at the moment. Oil, sealing wax, perfume.
Can I put
paper.
oil to try and get him out?
It's already
Thing.
underwater.
You know what you do is you grab the oil, yeah, you can throw it at him. Is that what you want to do?
No, like so try to wiggle his.
Oh, great. Absolutely. Make for me quickly a dexterity check. DC 10.
14.
All right, Serenade grabs the vial of oil, and she smashes it against the lock as the water turns to oil. It's sort of slippery, changes the consistency, and your hand is jerked free. Yark, but both of you are under attack. Meanwhile, the harpy lands up on the deck, flaps her wings as she stares down at the two of you, screeches, cricks her neck to the side like a bird as she stares at the two of you, trying to work out if you're a threat or if you're a foe. Now, you've both delayed your actions, so if you want to do something, you can do something now.
I want to say...
Like seeds.
Out of nowhere, I reach down, pull out some birdseed, and I...
Where do you have birdseed from? Explain to me why in the last year you've taken to carrying...
I've been feeding Jenny's dragon birdseed.
Which it
Back of
hates.
the house. Back of the house, I've just been feeding him birdseed.
Trying to feed it birdseed.
And I realize I have to come up with like an excuse real quick, because in my mind I'm thinking she's probably seen the nest that's messed up.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think, and I have to come up with a plausible excuse. So hoping that it can understand me, I say, dear Harpy, dear Harpy, I saw a disgusting little man, a dwarf,
Filthy.
covered in filth, and he was stealing some things from a nest, and then he pushed it over and it was destroyed. Me and my companion here, we were just chilling and we saw it. That's what I say to you.
That's your action. Are you backing this up?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
This man, Cassian here, has never said a lie in his life.
And I've got good charm. I've got good charm, I'm pretty sure. Stats.
Is that spatula your magic wand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. All right, make for me, with advantage because you're being helped by Janny, a Kalashtar. Make for me a persuasion check. Or deception. Deception, what am I talking about?
Is that a 9 or a 6?
No.
Oh, it's a 9.
Nine.
It's a 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
It's a 9.
That's not that good at a 20-sided dice, but you have advantage, so roll once more.
Please, come on. 15.
15, okay, and your deception is +1, which makes it 16. So the harpy looks at you and then speaks, and she says, "Where is this dwarf landling? And why are you in my house?"
What was your house?
Oh, it's your place. And I look at
We
Jenny, I'm
didn't
like,
see a sign.
no sign. We got lost. We're lost here. And I can't swim, dog.
Some
So
guy
I'm
named
scared.
Tarek said
Some- Yeah. Some guy called Tarek.
Yeah, I
was
think
rambling.
He tricked
I
us.
spat on him.
Yeah.
And we're just rambling on a little bit. And then I'm like, the dwarf was gone. Crazy. He flew away.
There's a whoosh of wind. She flaps her wings and she jumps down so that she's now just 10 feet away from the two of you. She leans in and she says, "You tell the truth to Seraphine, daughter of this place? The dwarf was the one who did this?"
So you don't own the place, you're just the daughter of the person who owns the place. Just
She just looks at you and she's like,
I go, oh man.
"You know my mother, Lysel?"
Yeah.
Doubling down.
Just an unnecessary lie.
And I'm with her and I'm,
You know my mother, Lysel. You are invited.
Yes.
I nudge.
You have been brought here, landling.
Of course.
On go.
She and I go way back.
Way back. Years.
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 It's been a long time.
When did you meet Lysel, mother of my kin?
Years.
In the town marketplace, yeah.
I'll be in the town marketplace. I go like this, I'm like, I'm shocked that Jenny's saying this. I'm like, look at her, you know.
Caskin, are you backing up this lie?
I go to the harpy. I'm like, she took a bump on the hair. She does know your mother, but she taken a bump on the head. It wasn't in a market. It was on some mountain years ago, bruv. She went climbing. She's an avid climber. Loves to rock climb. She was up there, dog. She told me over a few beers long ago. And yeah.
Alright, Jenny, make for me with advantage a deception check. The check is harder now, it's 18, because these are...
18.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How is she
Yes!
She looks at you and she says, I am ashamed. My mother has guests and I do not know. Come, landling, we shall feast soon. And she sort of brings out her claws and she places one of them on each of your wrists and beckons for you to come up the crow's nest with her.
I'll do that. I might. Take me. I'm like, let's go.
What does take me? I do not understand your landling language.
I utter something in Draconic under my breath, and it's, she's kind of fine.
Who are you talking to?
She has a beautiful plumage.
Yeah, she's kind of fine as
hideous vulture legs. And
I'm into it. I'm
right.
on that, and I wink at her. I'm like,
Harpies have the form of a naked woman with vulture's legs, vulture's talons for hands, and sort of shock of feathery hair.
that's kind of fine. I'm sat back to the nest, huh? And I wink at her.
She starts pulling Caskin up to the nest. Meanwhile, down here, Yak, you come forward. There's a shock of oil as the ogre takes a swing and starts charging towards you. As the split party fight continues, it attacks and it rolls a 19, which is definitely going to hit you as it smashes you and you go pinwheeling through the water and you take, oh my god, 19 points damage.
Oh my god.
So you're down
Puts me
to
down at 9.
9 hit points.
Killed me.
Yeah,
You would have been one
I
shot.
would have been dead.
You guys gotta get out.
You're fighting the two bosses at the same... Well, I say fighting. It's a sort of fighting.
I know, I'm charming a harpy. That's a battle in itself.
Yeah, two different sort of combats happening.
And Jenny's helping.
Yeah, Yak, you can react to that.
I start looking just to get out at that point. I just want to try and get back to the rest of the party.
All right, make an athletics check. You're going to try and swim up to the hole.
13.
13 with your athletics, which is +3. Yeah, great. So you make the 15 and you start climbing up and you start scrambling, just trying to get away from the ogre, which at least, because it can't fly, it can't swim, it seems to be trapped down here at the lower deck, but you're leaving the chest behind, and now, as your hand was free, the lock is broken and the chest just needs to be nudged open if anyone wants to.
I'll nudge it open.
God damn it.
Sarah,
You gotta get out, you're gonna get one hit.
Serenade?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh my god.
You don't get one hit down there, but when they come back on
Yes.
them.
Oh, the
Serenade.
harpy, I don't know why.
Serenade looks up at Yak, looks back at the ogre, and...
Wait, can I put it to sleep first?
Oh, no, you would know that sleep won't work on undead creatures, unfortunately. But
It's
Can I
dead.
use an illusion?
yeah, of course. You can cast illusion if you want.
And then it'll attack that, and then I go for the chest.
All right, make for me cast a minor illusion and describe for me what the
You
illusion
did
is
great.
of.
It's of Yark just like...
That's
Smart.
so clever. All right, so
Smart.
you make another dwarf going in another direction, an illusion while Yak
trying
escapes.
to fight him and stuff, yeah.
Oh.
14?
Yep. Actually, I think I need to roll for it. I rolled a 4, so the illusion works, and the ogre goes rampaging down the other way, in the other direction, in the lower decks, leaving you for a second. You grab the chest and you push it open, and there's a bubble of air inside, and some kind of package that looks like a heavy tome that's been wrapped in leather, and because the way the bubble sort of works, and the tome immediately, it's got a wooden cover, and just goes soaring up towards the hole. And if you want, you can grab onto it, which it just pushes you with the power of it and propels you past Yak as the two of you land in the hole, and you both climb out feeling really great and safe as you emerge in a room that is now very much on fire.
God, the fire! I forgot about the fire.
Yak, you're, I suppose, about to lie down with Harpy, is that right?
Oh, Caskin?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, Caskin?
I'm feeling myself with this harpy right now.
We're just going to dinner, alright?
Yeah, I'm gonna be eating something.
All right. So what is Jenny doing?
Well, she's taking us.
She was taking you to dinner, but since Caskin said that, she's sort of...
Oh, she's only taking it.
And you're getting a bit of a sort of a third wheel feel.
Okay. So I'm still back down.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's
okay,
fine.
alright, I'm just...
So you just sort of know that. You're just waiting.
And as I'm going, I wink to Jenny.
Caskin, you come and into as she looks at you and she says, You must understand, my nest was so warm, full of wooden shavings and animal furs. You would have loved it.
I say, we can warm it up right now.
Yes,
And I put my hand on her face like this, and I said...
And she screeches like a vulture.
And I go, right on. I'm like, what was it? Ever been with a... What am I again? I'm a man. You ever been with a man? I say that. You ever been with a man?
She looks at you, leans in, and is about to say something as her eyes take in all of you. Your sort of windswept hair, your sort of devilish, rakish charm.
I'm shredded. She can see I'm shredded.
Your abs, your cape, sort of sitting fluttering in the breeze as she looks down slowly past your tunic, past your leggings, to your boots that are just covered with wooden shavings, bits of animal fur, and the destroyed remains of her nest. She looks like she's about to say something, and her mouth opens, and instead of the scream that you're expecting, a beautiful song starts to come out of her mouth as she entrances you with fury in her eyes and casts luring song. Make for me a wisdom save.
Come on! 7! God damn it!
You sort of suddenly... all of the room melts away. You worry about, I don't know if you were worried about Yark, but any concern that you had for anyone is all gone. It's because the only one that you can see is the harpy Seraphine who's in front of you, and you realize that you would do anything for her. You would die for her. You would kill for her. As in her song, she leans forward, and you know that she wants you to do one thing, which is to kill your friend Janny down on the deck.
Hey, Cassie, what's going on?
Now, you have been charmed, which means that you now need to actually try and perform what she wants. So it's your action, but your action is to try and kill Janny. So don't meta this too much. How are you going to do it?
So if I was actually coming for Janny...
You are coming for Janny. At the end of every turn, you will get a chance to try and break the charm, but until you do, you are coming for Janny.
So immediately and suddenly, I switch down and look down at Jenny as she's talking to me, and I've got a javelin in my hand, and I peg it straight at her, aiming for her chest.
Make an attack roll with advantage because Janny's not expecting it.
Oh, only a 1.
No, with advantage, one more.
Oh, 5. Thank God.
You look and you see with murderous eyes as you hear music now drifting over. A javelin just misses you as Caskin, with a weird expression on his face, great sword dragged behind him, starts to climb like a spider down the length of the mast.
That dog is freaky ass. Something about being all freaky.
Meanwhile, the harpy flies up, still singing, but her song is only for Caskin as she slashes at you, Janny, and lands next to you. Wrong dice. Rolls a 20, which is going to hit you, and she's going to deal 2d4 plus 1 damage, which is 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6 hit points of damage as you are now attacking the harpy and her bewitched love, Caskin. Meanwhile, inside the fire, you can see that there's a hole on the distant side of the fire, which means that the door has been burst open by the other two, and there's action going outside. It looks like
We're going to follow that in there.
Okay.
We're going to go immediately towards that.
You're going to have to run through the fire to do that.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that.
Okay, Serenade, you've got your first action. You can go first if you want.
Is there anything you can do? You got heal health.
Serenade doesn't have health potions, but she does have a lot of healing magic.
Heal me!
Can't I heal, like, heal Cray from the enchantment?
You might be able
The fire first, though. There's fire in the... We don't even know what's over there.
You don't know.
Yeah, you're nowhere near us.
I don't know that. But then the thing is, it's like, can't we just run through it? Or is, how much health?
I got 9 HP and then I'm dead forever. I'm gone. I'm on 9 I'm one
character's
hit. I'm
dead.
one hit and I'm going to sit outside for the rest of the night.
I'm going to kill you if you kill him. You know that.
You don't have me. You get 2 to 1.
Let me speak! Okay, is the healing word or cure wounds?
The one that does the most is cure wounds.
Okay, I'll do that one. I'll do that one then.
So she runs forward and invokes the name of Elune. As she touches you, warmth comes from her hand, and your wounds start to stitch up and heal as you take back 18 hit points. So
Couldn't I use my harp
No, you, you can't.
Hard though. That would be
Yeah.
Well, that's unanimated objects, right?
Yes, exactly. So you have 27 hit points again, and the two of you can race through the fire if you want.
Running.
All right. You both take
Please don't die.
7 points of damage
See,
each.
they want to pull me down to bloody 2.
Dude, I'm literally gone.
Wait, you dead? You burn alive.
I'm 6.
No, you have
Full
6.
fire, that would be pathetic.
That's it. I'm not curing.
No, you do. I'm
No, I have to cure myself. I have to.
And-
I'm so strong. We gotta mess up this harpy.
And that is Serenade's action. So the two of you burst out onto the deck to see a strange sight. Kaskin and Janny locked in combat with a harpy attacking
Oh my god.
as well. And Janny, it's your action.
Hey guys. Got myself into a bit of a problem.
I
here.
say, what did you do to Caskin?
Don't worry about it. I've got it. Darkness seems good. Can harpies see through darkness?
Darkness will no, they certainly can't. So darkness will blind everyone.
Also trying to stop
on the
Caskin
deck.
as well, because he's attacking you.
Making him
That's
blind.
a-
Good too.
I just want everything to be dark for a bit, you know?
All right.
That's cool.
That's actually
So yeah, in your flashlight tongue, you say the word midnight, and the entire, even though it's the middle of the day, the entire deck is suddenly drenched in supernatural darkness that none of you, even you, Yark, can't see through.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody is working blind now, and you need to maintain concentration. It's going to affect the spells that you can cast. And if you get hit by something too powerful, it will break concentration and the darkness will disappear. Make sense?
I think I regret this, but yes.
All right. Now,
Still cool.
But you can still feel the stalking around as the harpy is trying to find you, and also the soft tread of Kaskin's feet as he draws his greatsword and is sort of probing around looking for an attack. Now, with disadvantage, Kaskin, you can try and attack.
Which is what I would do.
You're trying
So-
to kill her, yeah.
Yeah. So because I'm a fighter and I've fought quite often, I kind of have a sense for where she was standing, kind of. So I'm going to come down with my greatsword in both hands and swing as far as I can towards poor Jenny.
Make an attack with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. 10.
Roll again.
Disadvantage.
That misses. Oh,
6.
6.
Good.
So the best one you rolled was 10.
Yeah.
Which with your attack is +5. Janny's armor class is 13, so it hits. There's a shriek from Janny, and the sword hits her in the side.
Oh.
And do you want to roll the damage yourself?
God.
All right, roll for me.
This one here, look the 4 in there.
2 6-sided dice.
Here's 1. 2. And 1.
Oh.
Thank God.
Okay,
Thank
that's
God.
still 6 points of damage because it's +3. Janny, I need you to make a concentration check to see if you can keep the spell up.
Keep it up.
9.
Okay, a 9 plus your spell attack is +6. Sorry, the modifier is 14. No, unfortunately, you shriek and the light comes back as the darkness winks out, and you see that Janny's collapsed on the ground, and Kaskin has just stabbed her with his sword. Kaskin, make for me a wisdom save.
Come on, save. Come on, save. Wake up. Ready? It's a 3! It's a 3! Oh!
Still the harpies.
Oh!
As-
What health am I on? Because I've taken 2
You're
damage.
16, so you.
Really?
Oh.
Didn't he just hurt me?
Yes, that was, he did 6 points of damage to you, and you were on, oh no, sorry, you were on 19, so you're on 13 hit points.
Okay.
And Janny, Janny's fallen over. The harpy now spins around and attacks you, Kaskin. And for you, it's just like the rapture of love. Like you two see that something's very strange because this harpy scratches her talons down Kaskin's like abs, basically, as he just
Shredded.
looks at her and makes no reaction as she attacks with advantage. Rolls a 13. Yep, that she hits you. And you take another 2d4 plus 1, which is a 1,
damage.
2, another 4 points of damage. Just 4 points. So you're okay, but something is very strange here, clearly. And the next one up is Yark.
So I see that Kaskin has attacked Janny, and I've also seen that the harpy has attacked Kaskin. So I'm still going to prioritize stopping Kaskin from hurting Janny.
Yep.
Oh my god. Is there anything I could like is he like next to any walls or anything? Maybe I could use like my crossbow and try and shoot like something to like literally attach him to the wall, like suppress him down.
So as I said, this is a deck on 45-degree angle, basically. Just enough that you don't basically need to roll to climb, but it's a very, very steep deck. He's standing up on the highest point next to the banisters that are on the side of the ship.
Okay. You're wearing a cape, right?
Yes.
Can I try and shoot to literally aim for the back of his cape to try and get him stuck against like a pylon, like a wall
You're
or something?
still catching your breath because of your...
Yeah, I just really drowned and ran through fire.
You would normally be exhausted, but you can use your Ring of Lesser Restoration if you want to get to immediately...
Yes, I'm using everything at this point.
You can make a normal attack.
Okay. 8.
All right, 8, which is... Kaskin is obviously trying to dodge it, and he does, unfortunately. Kaskin backflips back as he turns and looks at you with daggers in his eyes, moves away from Janny, and starts stalking you, Yark. Meanwhile, Serenade, what do you want to do?
Can I cure myself? Like cure?
Yep. You've already used... I think you still have enough spell slots.
Is anyone even attacking me? No one's attacking
I'm
you.
like 6 HP.
Yep.
Like, I could die.
Do you want to just use a level 1 slot, or because you don't need that much curing?
Okay.
All right. In that case, you take 11 hit points. That's enough to bring you back to max.
Okay.
So you're fine. You're back on 19 hit points, but that is your entire action.
Okay.
We've got to get me.
I would die.
I almost drowned. I got a harpy looking at me, and I got
We
Kaskin.
need me to kill his damn harpy.
Jenny, bleeding. You can
Aww.
what do you want to do now?
Is there
And
anything
the
like...
fire is now spreading to the poop deck and the quarter deck as the entire ship, suddenly a big part of it cracks. Everybody kind of loses their balance and sort of sprawls around as you realize that the fireball is probably going to be the death of the Compass Rose.
Well,
That's crazy.
so is there anything I can do in like my warlock ways to help him out of it?
Let me think.
I don't know, I think I had like a suggestion thing, or like I don't know if that helps. I don't know if I have anything.
So you do have the spell suggestion, which you can use to try and magically influence him. Basically the same as the harpy. You can try and battle for his mind. You can't help him, but you can try and tear control of Kaskin away from her.
Okay, I want to try to convince him to try a new target in the
Simple, easy.
The harpy.
the harpy. In the
Yeah,
harpy,
yeah.
yes, in the
All
harpy.
right, so suddenly she starts singing at you because she also knows the ability. She's able to suggest as well. And now their sort of voices are sort of duetting with yourself as you try to work out which of your two mistresses to obey. Make for me a wisdom save.
Let's see who's hotter. 11.
All right, 11 plus your wisdom, which is not a lot. not a very wise character, I now understand.
I'm not wise.
All right, Janny, you take control of him.
Oh.
Yeah, your spell takes priority until she changes hers, which means that now you're controlling Kaskin. What's his instructions?
Kill the harpy.
All right, wonderful.
I'm gonna fuck that harpy up.
Yeah, great. Okay, so it's now Kaskin's go.
So the harpy's like right behind me.
And she has not realized what's happened. She's got her back to you because she's facing down. She thinks you're off to kill Yark.
Well, I'm gonna take advantage of that, and as it seems like I'm about to swing for Yark, I'm actually gonna bring my whole greatsword around and swing for her.
Great. All right, make for me very quickly an attack with advantage.
12.
Yep.
6. 9.
So the 12 was the best one. Plus 5 is 17. The harpy's armor class is 11. It hits. All right, so you attack with the great sword, which is 2d6 plus 3 damage. She takes only 7. Sorry, it's a 2 and a 2 I rolled. But she sort of squawks in pain, falls back, and your mind feels less cloudy as you realize the only one you need to serve is Janny. Everything seems simpler now. You have only one mistress again. You are unfortunately still magically bewitched. Make for me a wisdom save.
Please! 18.
And you decide there will be no mastering as you come to your
Where were those rolls before, dude?
It's only after.
All right, Yark.
I'm going to pull out my crossbow.
Yep.
And go for one of my famous headshots.
Okay, she's very distracted now, so you'll get a sneak attack if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Sneak, so make an attack with advantage.
18.
Oh, that's what we need.
So you do a sneak attack, which is with the hand crossbow, d6 plus 3 plus your sneak attack, which is another 2d6, which is 9 plus 7 is 16 points of damage. So that's 23. She's starting to look bloodied, but she's strong, she's powerful, she's still around. As the ship crashes again, all of you make for me quickly dexterity saves.
Come on.
11.
14.
17.
8. I have 11.
Alright, Janny, you fall over, get winded, but luckily you're not holding a concentration spell at the moment, so you're okay, but you do take a little bit of damage. You take another 4 points of damage. As you fall on the sharp splinters of bone that's all around, you're down to 9 hit points. Yark, so that was your turn. Serenade, what do you want to do?
Can I heal?
You can.
Support.
Let's hear it for the support. Alright, great. Level 1 or level 2?
I'll use. Can level 1 be max for her? Or?
So level 1 will be basically the way it works is level 1 will be d8 plus 4. Level 2 will be 2d8 plus 4. You need. She's missing 10 hit points.
Okay.
If you roll well, level 1's fine.
Okay, 1.
All right, go for it.
Wait, I can use my free reroll, right?
You can.
Oi! Yes, come on! Bro!
Oh.
Oh my god!
I got a 1.
Listen.
Also, that's a 20-sided dice. It's a D8.
Plus 4 though.
You're just so bad.
She rolled a 3 into a 1, just so they
3
know.
plus 4, come on.
Yeah, but you're also rolling a 20-sided dice, and I said roll an 8-sided dice.
Oh, 8-sided.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, which one's the 8-sided?
Oh no, I'm going to accept the bad. Yeah, absolutely. So I will accept the better of the two because you used your inspiration. So Janny, you heal 7 hit points. You're back up to 16, which is not. But it's not everything. And that is Serenade's entire go. The fire gets closer and closer. And now at the end of every round, everyone's going to take D4 hit points of fire damage if they want to stay on the boat. So everybody now takes D4. The Harpy will as well. So everybody takes 2 hit points of damage. Not a huge deal. But that dice will increase the longer we fight as the Harpy spins around and sort of spits at you, Caskin, and she's like, we could have been beautiful together. You could have served me with aplomb, and our family would have ruled these waves. So many foolish creatures we have doomed here, and you ruin it all for this witch. And then she attacks you, Caskin, because you've made an impact, and she rolls a critical... She rolls a critical hit.
Oh!
Which is double damage, which means you're going to take 4d4 plus 2, which is for you going to be only, it could have been a lot worse, 12 hit points of damage, but you're down to 12 now.
What's 24 minus?
You're on 12 hit points left, and the next one up is, I've completely lost the order of the encounter.
It's me.
It's Janny, yeah.
Yeah, alright. I stand up and I look at all the fire. I'm like, oops, my bad again, guys. Sorry about that.
The Word of Wonder still has more charges, don't forget. Oh, but what were you going to do?
Yeah, but last time I lit this boat on fire, so I'm not sure about the Wonder anymore. So I might just do a simple, like, Eldritch Blast.
Oh, great.
On
Yep, alright, so you're gonna cast the spell Eldritch Blast. Roll a d20.
3.
God, we need better rolls.
There's a zap and it splinters the mast, ricochets off and hits the water and kills the fish, but doesn't have a lot of impact. She doesn't even
eat that fish later, guys.
she doesn't even seem to notice it, unfortunately. She still looks in a lot of pain, however. Yark, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go for another crossbow attack, I think.
Alright, so unfortunately your sneak attack's done now, so you can just do a normal attack.
Come on.
9.
Oh.
No, 9 plus 5 is enough.
Oh, yes.
Alright, but it only does 5 points of damage. Caskin?
So what has she just done to me again?
You're at 12
She's just,
HP.
yeah, she's basically torn
She fucked you up.
the studded leather doublet open and she's just ripping at your chest with a tongue.
How weak is she? Like, how close to death can I assume that?
So she's
Like,
called bloodied, which in D&D means she's lost half her hit points or more. So you are on your way to killing her.
on the way, damn.
She's been bloodied for a while now.
She was bloodied after I shot her.
Yeah.
And I've shot her again.
As a fighter, did I have some sort of ability where it was like knockout or something like that, where I can like I'm up close with her?
Yeah.
Can I like use all my strength to like I want to like grab her and headbutt her straight in the skull and knock her out?
Yeah, you can. You can grapple her. Your other abilities, just so you know, because you've asked, you've got a couple of other fighter abilities. The main ones are you can get a second wind, which will heal yourself once. Once a fight, when you sort of reach into your training, you can attack twice in one round.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
great.
yeah, like after hearing her words, I go into like a bit of like a rage.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that. And
It's an action surge, so make me 2 attacks. One of them's damage and one's trying to knock out. Or
yes,
both
please.
damage.
Yeah, both for damage. Oh, should I heal?
It'll be harder to knock her out because it's harder to use sort of knock out than it is to stab. More likely than
So I should do 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only done once.
Only a 5. Damn it.
Is that a 27 dice?
Yeah,
Alright.
and then 13.
13, so one of them hits, and it connects and it's big great sword, and you can roll it 2d6 plus 3.
26. So this one. It's a 9.
9. Okay, great. So she's looking.
Or is that a 6? No, 9. Yeah,
2d6 plus 3? Yep.
Yeah.
All right, did you add the 3?
No, I did.
Great. So so she's looking really, really damaged, delirious in pain as she sort of staggers drunkenly back with her back to the fire as she gets to the highest point, and she looks like she's had enough and she wants to fly, but before she can, Serenade's action.
Can I like hold her in place, or
Yeah, you can use your last spell slot to tell the whole person you are.
or can I just like, because my damage doesn't do much, right? Like my.
You have your moon touched rapier you can
Okay, I
use
try and use that.
if you
Just stab it. Okay.
yeah, go for it. All right,
Okay.
make for me an attack.
Oh, 5.
Oh.
It's a 5 plus 4.
5 plus 4. You Serenade looks at her, boldly draws her rapier and sort of slashes it, and the fighters are like, "You're on the other side of the boat. What are you doing?"
She's just slicing the air. Like she just goes.
She turns around, as I said, reeling in pain, and she attacks Caskin one more time. You have 12 hit points left, that's right?
Yeah.
You need this to not hit. It does hit. So, okay, she does. So 16. How much armor class have you got?
I'm not sure, but I think it was a lot.
Oh, let me have a look. You have, you know what? Your armor class is naturally 16, but as you said, you'd partially removed your studded leather jacket when you thought you were going to get with her. So she does hit you, which is 2d4. It's not a critical. Plus 1. So she does 3, 5, 6 points of damage, and Caskin is down to his last 6 hit points.
Oh my god.
As she turns around and looks past you. And for a second you think she's not going to kill you, but she's looking at Yark, and she starts to sing. Yark, make for me a wisdom
You
save.
gotta get this wisdom save, please.
12.
That's a save. Yes. Oh.
He's not picking up what she's putting down.
Yeah, not passive.
Yeah. No, he's not. And that means it's Janny's go.
That's a pickle you're in.
I'm in a pickle. I'm on 6.
Well, you tried to stab me before, wasn't I?
I was under a spell and you know that.
Whatever.
Remember, the boat's on fire, but she's weak.
Oh,
but
sorry. It's everybody's
Yeah,
turn.
I wasn't gonna bring that up because.
No, thank you for making 4 points of damage.
Holy god.
She's still up. So let's just to check. Janny's on 10 hit points. Yark is on 14 hit points. Caskin is on 2 hit points. Serenade is on 13 hit points. And the harpy's looking very bad. Janny, what do you do?
Well, I don't really have any potions for you, but I can.
You have a potion of flying?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a potion of flying. I could just send you away. Like you're gonna die. I can get you. I'm gonna get you off the boat. I'm gonna give you the potion of flying so you can fly away.
Okay, so
Off the boat.
Janny quickly runs over and pours potion of flying into your mouth. Caskin, as you're delirious in pain. Fortunately, because you're getting close to him and he's fighting her. Oh no, she's busy singing at Yark, so this works. So you now can fly if you want to try and get away, and that takes up your action, Janny. So well done. Yark, what do you want to do?
Finish her off.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish her off the crossbow.
All right, Yark looks at her. She's stalking towards him, singing. He hardens his heart, takes his hand crossbow, aims it.
12.
12 plus 5 is a 17, which is a hit. Now, do you want to roll the dice? D6.
Oh, this one.
I've been rolling a lot of them, but I'll let you.
Wait, that's not D6?
Oh,
That's the high number. Is it 6?
The square one.
It's got like 100.
this
It's
one.
the square.
It's
It's a
the
normal
square.
die.
oh.
Oh, 6.
Yes!
Oh,
As Yark starts to sing, Yark looks at her, frowns, pulls out his little pistol, and fires a shot. There's a squawk and a shriek as it goes through her eye. The song immediately stops, and the harpy falls down dead.
As Casket is flying up,
Casket.
I'm flying up, I go, blood pours out of my mouth, I go, oh. Because I still love the harpy. I'm still like, come on, she's so fine.
Everybody dives off the ship. Everybody except Cassidy takes another 4 points of damage as they do so. As you dive into the water, looking for your rowboat, Serenade still clutching the book. And as you open up the book, you see engraved on it sigils of the Prince of Undeath, Orcus. This is obviously a book from a powerful necromancer, probably what was causing the curse of the Compass Rose. And so you all have the opportunity to go back to Dragon's Rest, where there will be food, where there will be healing, where there will be Tarek, a guy who is quite angry because you stole a whistle for no reason, and where there will be Runara, an old woman of some years who runs a monastery that yet may one day be fucked by Caskin.
Yes!
Because this has been Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes!
Well done. You all will level up. You will become level 5, and you do get paid by Runara that gemstone, that diamond, which will be very important if you ever need to have the spell Raise Dead cost. Basically, it's 1 free life, so that's a useful thing to have.
We almost all died. I think every
I was on 2.
Yeah.
I was on 9, yeah.
I was on 3.
Yeah, actually, you would have died.
I was
That's-
that guy.
If you didn't fly away, you'd
Yeah,
have
that
died.
lit-
I would have died.
Yeah.
I would have burnt alive.
Yeah.
That's not how Caskin died.
Yeah,
That's
you're
not-
making fun of her.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
died in a fire.
That was half of you.
It actually was.
I should say, because it's a sponsored stream, that if you want to play this, you can play it along yourself. This is Dragons of Stormwreck Isle, which is a adventure that's the new starter set for D&D.
Awesome.
That was chapter 3, The Compass Rose, Cursed Shipwreck, which, yeah, well done. Yeah, I can't believe, I really did think I was going to be able to kill at least one of you.
Yeah, you tried. Why me? Oh, you tried with everyone, to be fair. Like, everyone was so low.
Yeah, I think I ended on 2.
Yeah. That's serious. Yeah. Can't split up.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was great. Yeah, well
Man,
done.
I'm so into D&D now.
Even when we split up, we still clashed. I'm just saying.
I
we're
can't
the best
believe that.
gang
I
around.
nearly had sex with a hot harpy.
What, you killed John? You stabbed me, dude.
I did. I threw a javelin at you too.
So Janny was almost killed by Caskin, bewitched with his sword. Yark almost drowned to death while being killed by an ogre. Caskin almost burned to death on a burning ship. Serenade had a great time, got a magical lyre.
Oh yeah. Had a great time.
Like 3 HP.
You almost died too at one point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, again, sorry about the fine.
The fire was crazy.
That was good.
Yeah, I think that's it for the stream. If people enjoyed it, we did some other adventures of this. If this made no sense, you can go back and find. Is the old stuff still on YouTube?
Yep, the whole stuff is still there. Every single Dungeons and Dragons episode we've done is still available on YouTube. So if you would like to, you could go from the very first episode all the way up to here, which would be sick. That'd be good. That was awesome.
That was fun.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
We'll say goodbye to
And round of
Cray.
applause to our Dungeon Master. Come on.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to shout out your socials?
Oh yeah, if you enjoy the D&D, I do every 2 weeks I do a play Dungeons and Dragons on a podcast called The Dragon Friends, and we also stream. We're streaming at the moment on Wednesdays at 8 p.m, which is twitch.tv/Dragon Friends. So chuck us a like if you liked it, and you can see some of what we did.
Go check it out. And thank you for like always coming down. We really do appreciate it. It's really good. Like Dungeons and Dragons has been a lot of fun to like learn, and I know you take it a little bit easy on us sometimes, so that's nice.
I didn't today. I
Not
really
today, and it's the first time we nearly died.
Yeah. No.
So thank you.
Well, thanks for letting me play.
I like being here in person too.
Yeah, it's good in person. Yeah, it is good.
You see each other's facial expressions and emotions, and you sort of like build upon that really
Yeah.
lovely.
Yark made a voice today.
He did,
Alright.
and then dropped it.
And he dropped it.
I forgot I was a pirate.
Well, you stopped talking. You started just like.
I was drowning. I was literally drowning and
Oh,
on
that's
fire.
right. You can't have an accent when drowning or on
Yeah.
fire
True.
or in
Speak
battle.
Crazy that
clutch
people
up.
have accents while drowning. They mumble in like an accent.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you very much. Till next time, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dungeons
Bye-bye.
and Dragons.
Yeah, thank you, Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.